Throughout our nation's history, millions of men and women have earned the title United States Marine. Many who have helped shape our history join us here today. In keeping with tradition of once a Marine, always a Marine, we would like to recognize them. At this time, we ask that those men and women in the audience who have served as Marines please rise. Ladies and gentlemen, please join us in showing our appreciation for their dedicated service to our country. Thank you. Please be seated. Ladies and gentlemen, the battalion commander for 1st Recruit Training Battalion, Lieutenant Colonel Baron Taylor.
Well, how do they look, ladies and gentlemen? We can do better than that. All right, that's what I'm talking about. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Lieutenant Colonel Baron Taylor, and I have the privilege of being the commanding officer of 1st Recruit Training Battalion. And I will tell you that it is indeed a privilege. On behalf of the Commanding General of Marine Corps Recruit Depot San Diego and the Western Recruiting Region, Brigadier General Journey, and my boss, the Commanding Officer of Recruit Training Regiment, Colonel Erickson, I'd like to welcome you this morning to the graduation ceremony for Bravo Company. Now, before I get started, I want to welcome a few guests. We have some individuals that are celebrating their 46th anniversary from their service in the Marine Corps, and that is the basic school class 2-70. Where are you at? Ladies and gentlemen, I really want to, from the bottom of my heart, I want to thank you for your service. We wouldn't be here without you. Now for our guest of honor for today, Colonel Patterson, Colonel Doug Patterson, just up the road. He's the Assistant Chief of Staff G4 at 1st Marine Expeditionary Force. What that means for you civilians is that he is in charge of the logistical support for over 50,000 Marines on the West Coast that go and deploy, doing the nation's business. And sir, we're definitely grateful for having you today. Good morning. Now, for the reason you're all here. Today marks a major milestone in the Marine journey that began 13 weeks ago, when the young men that are standing behind me stepped on those famous yellow footprints and embarked on the toughest recruit training that the world had to offer. Training that involved such things as hand-to-hand combat, border survival, rifle marksmanship, and close order drill. Training that culminated in our 54-hour crucible, hiking the hills of Camp Pendleton with little food, little sleep, exercising skills of leadership and determination. They've been taught our core values of honor, courage, and commitment, and they learn to live their lives by those values. Ladies and gentlemen, what you see before you is what's great about our nation and our Corps. Now please excuse me while I address our new Marines for the first time. Good morning, Marines. Ladies and gentlemen, 515 of our newest Marines. Now, I want to thank you parents especially for the morals and values you taught them growing up, but more importantly, for the love and support that you've shown them while they were going through recruit training. Now, some of you got to see your new Marine yesterday. For those who didn't, how do I put this? You're going to notice some changes. First, they're going to be walking taller. They're going to be in the best shape of their life. They're going to be more mature. For you moms, they're going to eat everything on their plate. but probably in less than 4 minutes, so I wouldn't get too close during dinner time. And no matter what he tells you, no matter what your new Marine tells you, I assure you, he can make his own bed and clean his own room. And for you dads, in a minute, when you see Junior walk by, you're going to notice he's wearing his trousers on his waist with a belt where they belong. We threw that in for free.
Thanks.
But seriously, ladies and gentlemen, what you will mostly see is pride. Pride that comes from a few people who dare attempt and even fewer succeed. And that is becoming a United States Marine. Now, as much as I like to take all the credit for this, we like to work in teams here. Where it began for most of you is with our Marine recruiters. Our recruiters scour this great nation of ours for that special man, that special woman who possesses the raw material to become a United States Marine. I want to recognize one very special recruiter today, and that is Staff Sergeant, forgive me if I script the name, John Eric from Fresno, from our recruiting substation Fresno. This young man is responsible for recruiting our company Honor Man today, Lance Corporal Isaiah Brown from platoon 1035. Staff Sergeant, job well done, and thank you for joining us today.